Welcome back, guys. Tonester back with another replay, this time in the t343, and we are on Empire's border. And I thought about cutting a good portion of this game out because it's very slow, but instead I'm going to run it on 2 times, and I'm going to talk a little bit. Let's run it on 2 times. Nothing happens for the first 3 minutes. So one of my pet peeves is already directing players what to do, because in order to win the game, you need to play the game however it takes for you to win. If you rely on artillery to win you the game, you're going to lose every time. They just don't have the DPM to make things happen. And so we're just going to come up here and check things out to start. And I get in a little bit of a scuffle with the T10 on our team, and the Artie on our team, because they're talking about being a team player, but Artie is not a team. They're not a team player. I mean, they sit in the back and they shoot at stuff, you know. That is not, to me, and they don't contribute enough damage to make it worth, oh, let's sucker them around a corner. You know, I would much rather get damage and win the game, or get into a position to win the game. Now, in this game, they've got an overmatch on this hill over in, what is it, like H3 kind of area, and they are pressing our guys. So what we want to do is put pressure on these guys, and in the process, hopefully, let's slow it back down. We still don't make a lot happen here, but if we can put pressure on these guys from the back, it could take the pressure off the T10 to win. So I overextend here, okay? And I know I'm overextended, and I pay the price for it. I get hit by 2 guys because I've way overextended. And I know there's an SU-122-44 back there, which is why I'm not pushing up to where that Super Pershing is. Those 2 Super Pershings, they were better off either sitting back or playing somewhere else. Because if you push and they got a Lorraine 40T and an SU-122-44, you're going to die. So my plan is to not die. I am going to keep the pressure on this T10, this Oni, and this Centurion 1 well after this Super Pershing's dead, so that my team can push. In the meantime, we do catch a SU-122-44, and we're aiming in before he is, and therefore we get the shot. So if I go poke a T10, and there's the Lorraine. If I go poke a T10, I am in serious trouble. Even though he's a one-shot for me, he's going to take off a good portion of my health. And they've got a Lorraine on, you know, he's a 3-shot for me. So if that Lorraine decides to push me, he's going to kill me dead no matter what. So at this point, I decide I'm going to push behind the next rock and see if I can get shots. And this shot is extremely unlucky. We had the rear of the T10 and we weren't able to capitalize. But I'm making this rock my best friend, because that T10 is looking at me, and I'm pretty sure that there's a Lorraine looking at me. Both Arties fire at me because they know that they don't have a lot over in that area. So we're going to side scrape out. We cause the T10 to fire at us, and he wastes his shot. And at this point, we're just waiting to see if the Lorraine's coming around, and we're going to try and get a free shot on this T10, which we do. So the patience paid off in that case for us. We just waited patiently, and we're able to do a little bit of damage. So we only have 1,000 damage in this game, right? And but the game is not over by a long shot, so there's lots of damage to be had, and it's all because we stayed alive, stayed in a position that was a pain in the butt for that T10, and we're able to put a shot into the Lorraine. I think he might be on a reload, maybe? He's not acting like it, but I think he might be. So we're able to put a second shot into him, and I haven't been fired at by Artie for a while, which I'm still doing the serpentine thing, but it tells me that Artie probably relocated. And look at this gift, an AFK T-54. Now, if that guy had been in the game, we probably would have lost this game, right? But he's not, and we're going to get 3 nice free shots on him. So, or maybe 4. No, I think 3. But we also get the assist damage because we spotted him first. So we're going to just move on because there's really no reason to stay there. And it's 13-8. And again, our patience paid off. We're going to continue to move forward. I have got to replace that video card. I'm sorry, you guys, that that video card is doing what it's doing, but we're going to get that fixed. That's the next step. So we're being a little bit cautious because that T-28 is out there somewhere. His last spotted position, the Scorpion G is not being shot at, which is why I'm moving forward. And the Artie does hit me, but we go ahead and take him out. Probably hit me in the tracks, which didn't do a lot of damage. And we're just going to wait here to reload and to go dark. So here is another example of patience. That 90B has 0 armor, and he might have a decent gun, but a T-28 prototype has got massive armor. So he picks up a little assist, but that T-28 prototype takes him out. So we wait for him to turn, because I assume, see, he's got guys on the other side of him. So he has to turn, and we're able to get that kill, which puts us up over 4,000 combined. And it's all because we played slow and safe. In some cases, that's the way to go. In more cases than I'm willing to admit, honestly, I play way too aggressively most of the time. In the tanks that don't have armor, like the Leo, I've got like a 60% win rate in that thing because I play a little bit more safe. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the after action stats, and we'll go from there. Okay, here we are at the after action. We did get a first class out of this, and we were on top of the team with 1,268 base XP, 250 above the next guy. That T10 did a lot of work. Good on him. And then detailed report, you know, 13 shots fired, 11 hits, 9 pins, and 1,140 assists. So we ended up making credits on that, even though we fired a few gold rounds. Even with a standard account, if you only fire a few gold rounds as you need them, you will earn credits in this. And 1,395 XP. One thing I want to go back and mention is that GW Panther, all game he did 900 damage. So you can't tell me that suckering guys into Artie is going to really win the game for you. It just isn't. And, you know, our 2 Arties combined didn't even do as much damage as I did. So that's one of my thoughts on Artie. Love me or hate me for it. But that's how I feel. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you on the next one.